Good morning, Chad. The Nasdaq is gapped down around 10 points from yesterday's close. Yesterday's close at 24,837. ES close is around 6,713, so around 6 points down. So 6-point gap on the ES, 10-point gap on the NQ. Bitcoin is currently down 1.25%, 1.25%. Ethereum is down 1.4%. Solana is down 3.2%. XRP is currently down 1%. Doge is down 2.5%. Let's look at some of these before why is my pre-market not loading? Gap. Alright, so gap down. Google's gap down. Let me zoom out. Tesla going to start at the gap of yesterday's close. Nvidia going to start gapped up. So Nvidia is going to be the one to watch, as it normally always is. Microsoft starting gapped up. Amazon gapped up. Meta at close. Netflix. Apple gapped down. Netflix gapped down. MicroStrategy gapped up. It's interesting because crypto is actually down right now. Palantir, a little gap, kind of at close. What's Alibaba at? Alibaba, oof, big gap up. Massive gap up. Alibaba up $10 from yesterday's close at... Actually doesn't look right. Saying yesterday's close is at 171, but it's all the way at 182. It's a little funky. Let's get reset. We have a lot to go through. We have Asia and Europe, and then yesterday US market synopsis. We have the docket for the day, and then Trump is tweeting like crazy. Also, we have the Israel-US deal still needs to be agreed to with Hamas, Gaza. So they still have a lot to finalize. But missed a pretty good trade. We were in short here on the NQ. We'll show it briefly while we have time. 25 minutes away from market open. We were short right here, just a little early and too tight of stops. Should have held for the whole 100-point push. Ended up getting short here, scalped around 50 points on this trendline break and retest, but that was off stream. And then it tapped the trend line again. I told you guys, breaks that VWAP, it's going down the trend line. Breaks that trend line, probably going down to the 200 SMA or that other line around 24,730. Didn't quite get there. I got to 24,760, but it is looking weak to start. If you see, the buyers are starting to edge the sellers in the volume right here. The short stream probably can't see it, but I have a volume on the side and it's red and green. Indicate red is selling pressure, selling volume. Green is obviously buying. But so far right now, the NQ 30-minute is gapped down 20 points from yesterday's close. We're above the VWAP, volume weighted average price, 100 MA, 100-day moving average, the 200 SMA, 200-day simple moving average. Let's go over the RSIs while we have time. NQ 30-minute RSI, relative strength index, is at neutral territory above the MA inside of it, the moving average. The Williams R 120-day, little overbought, but touch neutral. It did tap neutral. So this could want to go. Let's look at the day chart before we get going. The day chart does look like it wants to cool off, but if it can get over the MA inside of it, might be looking for a run. Look at this Williams R though. Williams R on the Nasdaq futures 1-day chart, very overbought. So we kind of need this cool off period. Metals are down because the Gaza potential ceasefire deal. Metals go up in times of uncertainty. When stuff like that happens, ceasefires, etc., metals come down a bit, but we still got the Russia war. So I'm still thinking it has a bit of run room left. Let's do the ES now. ES 1 minute. So the ES getting below the VWAP before market start in 25 minutes. Tapping the 100 MA, getting a bounce. It's above the 200 SMA for now. RSI is a little oversold, below neutral, below that MA as well. Williams R is kind of gearing up for a run today. Bouncing at neutral. We'll just have to see how everything goes. Let's go over and read these synopses. We have a lot of tweets from Trump, guys. Go over the docket for the day. So at 6 a.m. Fed Logan spoke. At 6 a.m. as well, Fed Jefferson spoke. At 8 a.m. Trump and Defense Secretary Hegseth spoke. I remember seeing Pete Hegseth speaking, but I don't remember Trump. I didn't watch it, I just saw clips. At 8:45, UK's Prime Minister Starmer spoke. At 8:55, US Reebok year over year came in at 5.9%. Previously it was 5.7%, so a little up. At 9 a.m. Fed Collins speaking. I also heard that Trump was speaking at 9. It might have just been here. At 9 a.m. also US House Price Index year over year, month over month. Came in a little negative on the year over year. A little positive on the month over month. 9:25 in a couple minutes, 10-20 minutes from now. BOE man speaking. Then at 9:45, 15 minutes in, 15-minute opening range. 9:45 a.m. EST, US Chicago PMI is coming in. Expectations are 43.3, and previously they were 41.5. Then the next news on the docket at 10 a.m. we have red news, red flash news. US job opening, and then US CV consumer confidence. 11 a.m. Trump making an announcement. And then 11:30 a.m. BOE Brennan speaking. 11:30 a.m. as well, US 52-week bill. Then 1:30 p.m. Fed Goldsby speaking. Then after market at 5 p.m. That is 5, right? 1, 2, 3. At 3 p.m. actually, but it's gonna push over to after hours. Trump, everything's scheduled at 3 p.m. EST, that power hour. Trump usually pushes it off. He's only held it and kept that schedule about twice during the 6-8 months he's been president for the second term. So I would expect them signing the executive orders at 3 p.m. to be pushed around 4:30, possibly even 5. But after market 4:15 p.m. Nike quarter 1 2026 earnings, and then Nike earnings call at 5 p.m. All right, let's go over some of those. Trump has been active. Trump, a lot of employees may be let go if there is a shutdown. Talking about the government shutdown that's potentially looming. Trump said Hamas has 3 to 4 days to respond. Trump also said if Hamas rejects the deal, Israel will do what it has to do. Not good. UiPath partners with NVIDIA to bring AI to sensitive workflows. That's pretty big. So that's why NVIDIA's gapped up. U.S. Defense Secretary Hegseth, I'll be making a speech on China soon. Trump, not much room to negotiate with Hamas, so very little room. Trump, I will go after cartels in Venezuela by land. U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth tells gathering of military leaders that military should be prepared for war, not defense. Telling you that Russia conflict gearing up. Switch the Secretary of War to Secretary of Defense to the Secretary of War, or Department of Defense to Department of War. Whatever Trump did, he just went from passive to actually being proactive. That kind of means we're gearing up for a war. Also, Pete Hegseth is making the requirements for military. It was on X. If women can't make it, let's go back, see if I can get it. Announces new directive for ensuring, Pete Hegseth, Secretary of War, announces new directives to ensure that every military combat, MOS, and combat arms position will return to the highest male standard, only because the job is life or death. Standards must be met. It's common sense and core to who we are and what we do. That means no more lax standard for women. That's basically what it means. And also, weak men will be brushed to the side as well. He stated that earlier. Fed Collins, I can't rule out worse outlooks for inflation, job market. Fed Collins also, it may be appropriate to ease a bit further in 2025. Economic growth has been resilient amid a softer job market. Risk labor demand could ease and push up unemployment. Inflation elevated into next year, then should ease. I expect hiring to rebound once firms acclimate to tariffs. Trump did tweet more, I believe. Maybe not. Google rolls out visual search in AI mode. Fed Collins is speaking. ECB Lardigy is speaking. Boom, boom, boom. Let's read this and then get to the synopsis. We still have time. 18 minutes until market open. Gold rose to a record high and treasuries held their gains as concerns over a U.S. government shutdown clouded the release of data seen as crucial for determining the path of the Federal Reserve. Interest rate cuts. That's really going to be, clouded the release of data. This PMI, this U.S. JOLTS job opening. But the main news that's going to affect rate cuts is on October 3rd right here. U.S. non-farm payrolls, U.S. unemployment rate, U.S. Private payrolls. This is going to be a big day. We want all these to be a little negative, you know, not too much. The more negative, though, the more likely they'll stick to their 2 more rate cuts in 2025. Let's get these synopses over with. European markets today. European shares edged lower on Tuesday, influenced by concerns over a potential U.S. governmental shutdown and anticipation of key inflation data. Major indices show declines in early trading, with Paris and Frankfurt markets leading the downturn. CAC 40 down 0.5%. The DAX down 0.2%. Asian market synopsis. Asian shares traded mixed on Tuesday, with gains in Chinese markets countering broader regional declines as traders monitor U.S. shutdown developments. Oil prices dropped on expectation of OPEC plus production hikes, adding to varied sentiment across the region. Shanghai Composite up 0.52%. Mixed performance amid global uncertainties. Crude oil falls, impacting energy sectors. And then the U.S. market synopsis for yesterday. U.S. stocks ended lower on Monday, snapping recent gains as investors reacted to Federal Reserve comments and economic indicators. The major indices declined modestly, reflecting ongoing market volatility in a resilient economy. The S&P 500 down 0.3%, the Nasdaq down 0.64%, and the Dow Jones down 0.15%. So that is the synopsis for the European market today, the Asian market today, and the US market yesterday. Knock it out, knock it out. Fed Collins is still speaking. What is he saying? The Fed did not lay out preset path at September FOMC. Reading the economy is complicated right now. I expect tariffs to feed through, but I see a smaller impact. We must be aware that long periods of high inflation can shift psychology. It's healthy for the Fed officials to show a range of views. Interesting. Now, while I have you guys here, I do want to show off some of the simulator is not even close to being done. Couple weeks minimum, but I want to show the progress so far, just get some feedback. I also post some to the insiders, I'll post some pictures, get some polls going, get some feedback coming in, and just and then eventually we'll release it and then get feedback that way. But if you guys remember, if you're new here then you won't, but if you remember, this is the concept that was built out over the course of a month or two. This is not the app just yet, that's over here. But this is kind of how it's going to work. So the simulator, I'm building this because a lot of people are asking me, where do I get started trading? Where do I get started trading? How do I start trading? So this will be a very low, inexpensive way instead of putting your actual capital at risk before you even know if trading is something you want to do or not. You know, you have to put your capital into a Webull, a Robinhood, or you buy one of the prop firm accounts. You got to buy TradingView for $300 a year, etc., etc. You could get a monthly subscription as well, but anyway, it's a very high cost to get into trading, and this will be a very low cost to see if trading is even something you want to do. So you just buy, sell, You know, this is a very low, this is just a concept. It's a little more built out here. There's still errors to get through, but you buy, sell, speed, contract, you can option, change the chart background, up color, down color, border. Let's do this. What do I have it? I have it black, I have it orange. And then you set hotkeys. This is a little messed up. It's better than the other one. All right, let's play those. And then you play. It automatically liquidates you at negative 10,000 for this, the beginner level. All right, that's how this goes. Stop loss. You can move up and down. Put it on chart and move it with the right click. Also, you can drag to put it. And then you can exit the position from this. You can also exit from that. New simulator. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, let's count down 4, 3, 2, 1. I may redesign this. I still haven't decided, but this is the actual full app. Now this I had it working perfectly. Then I started adding stuff, started getting the sign up going. The sign up page. This is going to be redesigned. The profile. But recent simulations, you'll have an achievements. This needs redesigned. Trading statistics, then leaderboard stats. The streak you're on, this is going to be redesigned. It should be a calendar with highlighted days you're on and not. There is a point system, and then this is going to be very big. The battle arena. The battle arena, chat. Let me shrink this. Actually, no, I can't. Hasn't been designed for mobile just yet. But the battle arena, it's an ELO based system. Bronze will be 0 to 99 ELO. Silver 1,000 to 1,050. Gold 1,050 to 1,250. Platinum 1,250 to 450. So on and so forth. All the way to Grandmaster at 1,850 and beyond. Then you'll eventually battle against AI. And then there'll be tournaments. Then you have the leaderboard. This is all being flushed out. Your history. Boom, 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 boom. This progression page, I'm not happy with the design, but I decided to push it all for now. It's been eventually going to be something like this. It's going to be reworked. I'm not happy with the header either. That'll be reworked as well. But beginner, pro, expert, and then this footer will be redesigned as well. Then you have the knowledge base. This will be redesigned. You have the trading flashcards. Go through here, see what you want, and then you can also do the quiz. This got redesigned somehow when I was developing. Anyway, it's countdown, 5-minute quiz, 10 questions, and you just go through. Boom, 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 boom. I'm just clicking. Go through it. I actually haven't even messed with those just yet. Boom, quiz, boom, boom, boom. And then you'll get points. There'll be a leaderboard, etc., etc. Study more. I think a lot of people are going to benefit from this. A lot of people don't even know terms of trading. ATR, what is that? Average true range, what is that? The EMA, what is that? SMA. I mean, a lot of people have no idea what these things are. Asset allocation, risk capital, etc., etc. And then trading glossary. So just all the trading terms. I had this perfectly designed. It got messed up when I was adding stuff. But this is the gist. You can search a term. See if this still works. Nope, this got messed up too. Intel should still come first. But you get the gist. Adobe. Categories. A lot of stuff. Lots and lots of stuff. Also, this is not designed how I want, but trading psychology. Backed by science, by the way, or stats. So 87% of elite traders maintain straight daily routines. 94% use systematic risk management. 91% journal their trades religiously. 89% practice meditation or mindfulness. And 96% have predefined exit strategies. And this is close. I'm not satisfied with this. Also strategies. This is just all basic stuff. Then the challenge of the day. And I haven't even added, this app is like 5% done. Of where I want it. Like things I want to add to it. I want to add a bunch of AI stuff. But you get the gist. Challenge of the day. You know, you'll do this daily. There'll be a daily leaderboard for the streak. And that is pretty much it. History, settings, you can switch from light to dark mode. You can delete your data, but it will be automatically deleted. But your profile stats and achievements are always preserved, just to keep it tight. Hotkeys. Oh yeah, let's look at that. Let's go here. So this is all new right here. Let me pause those. Also, you can click out of it to exit. The options right here. So the options change depending what chart type you have. Bars have different settings, line, area, and your settings stick to the user. If you're logged in, obviously you see reload, and it'll stay the same. Same background, same color, not like this. Hotkeys, Control Z. For buying, for me, they work. But I do have a glitch here. When the candles are generated, I had this perfectly working, then I added the sign up stuff, added other logic. It got messed up, so I'm just adding everything. Then I'll start building this again. But this is the essence of the simulator. The stop loss, take profits broke. It was working perfectly, then yeah. But that is the gist of what I have so far. I know a lot of people have been asking. And I'm not going to show it too often because I don't want to hype it too much before it's done, ready to go. Don't want to get your guys' hopes up. But also, man, at least you're doing it. Appreciate you. Brayden, hey, that's pretty sick. Appreciate it, Brayden. What's up, Venderu? Norman, looking for a good day, Chris? Let's go, Norman. Marshall, hell yeah, that's legit, dude. Appreciate it, Marshall. Long way to go, long way to go. Market starts in 6 minutes, chat. Perfect. Got done exactly what I wanted to do before the trading day. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. If you guys are new here, smash that like button, follow the channel, subscribe. We are live every day at 9:30 a.m. EST, trading the market. We're getting close to 7,600 subscribers. It's climbing quick. Streams have to be neglected. Order priority right now for me. Trading is number one, then that simulator, then social media. That's just how it has to be until the simulator's out, until the mentorship's out. Just how it has to be. All to get it out. And we'll take over social media once all it's done. We will go for it. We'll be posting videos at least 3 times a week. Be posting shorts probably once a day. Just stick with that. I noticed if you post more than 1 short a day, it just gets a little stagnant. Alrighty. Oh, we haven't looked at metals today. Let's do that. We have some time. 5 minutes till market open. Let's see where metals are at. Silver coming a bit down from the high of around $47.20 an ounce. Currently sitting at $40, around $46 an ounce. Gold is at $3,840 an ounce. The high was at basically 3,900. Pretty nice. I still think only reason this is cooling off, obviously it had a way overextension these past couple months. Silver had a great run. I believe it'll still run up. My target's right here, $52 an ounce. But we're already at all-time highs, so we'll see. Let me zoom out. It may just go back. It got stuck here. There's no way we don't eclipse this. There's just no way. China's buying it rapidly. So a little cool off because this Israel, US, Gaza ceasefire potentiality. A little cool off. Remember, metals thrive in times of uncertainty. Alright, let's get ready. Market begins in 3 minutes, chat. We are starting to gap down. ES is going to start right at the VWAP. It's going to be interesting to see how NVIDIA is going to start. It's going to start gapped up because that UiPath deal. UiPath, and which is an automator, an agentic AI automator, and NVIDIA partnered. I don't know how serious it is, but that's why we are gapped up on a video right now. Bitcoin's starting to edge up a bit. All right, let's get ready. I'm thinking we come up, flush the pre-market high, maybe a little bit higher. Worst case, it wants to tap the top of that trend line. I don't see that happening. And probably flush down at least to the 200 SMA or this trend line down here at 24,700. I think that's more likely. Everything's just kind of stagnant, so at the end, I see a lot more buying pressure. But let's see how you guys vote it. Yeah, everyone's voting up. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to flush it up, break the pre-market high at 24,856, maybe have a leg above that, and then crash this down. Kind of what I'm getting. We'll see. 2 minutes to the market. It could just shoot straight down, but I'm not going to join if they do. Could join at the VWAP. What is this? Thank you. 5 minutes starting below 20 minutes as well. What's up, Bonnie? Turo. Turo said my left ball tells me we are all gonna make big Benjamins today. We'll see. Appreciate you guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, that's pretty sick. I'm diamond 1. We'll see, Bladen. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. All right, 1 minute, chat. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. All right, let's see what happens. I'm in the thick of it. I don't want that. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Market is open. Flush it down that pivot point. Type that trend instantly up to the VWAP. It's actually bounced all the VWAP. VWAP has moved 24,814. Boom, down here. Perfect bounce. Try and break that range. ES above the VWAP 100 MA, 200 SMA. And 30 minutes tapping that VWAP again. Tesla starting flipping green and red right now. Nvidia only 0.13% up. Amazon down 0.2%. Google down 0.5%. Microsoft down 0.4%. Meta down 0.5%. Apple up 0.2%. Netflix down 0.4%. MicroStrategy down 1.5%. Palantir down. Palantir is up 0.6%. Alibaba up 1%. Okay. Bitcoin's trying to come up. So far, we're rejecting that pivot point. Pre-market low in the 200 SMA for the NQ 30 minutes at 24,754. 24,754. Flushing down early. ES is still propping up above the VWAP 100 MA, 200 SMA. Flushing through the VWAP now. Type the 100 MA. Let's see. Bitcoin coming down a bit. Nvidia edging up. Tapping the 100 MA. Alrighty. Alrighty. Let's see.
Order filled.
I'll be in with 1. We'll see. It's already bounced around 10 points. Only reason I'm doing this because the ES is looking strong. Nvidia's coming up. Bitcoin has the cards up 50. Needs to get above that VWAP quick though. It may want to liquidity sweep these lows here. Be watching out for that. I do think a lot of people want this to go up, so they may just send this. They're trying to flush this. The only reason I'm in long is because the ES is strong. Nvidia losing some gains. We did reject from the NQ 30-minute VWAP. I'm betting on a little bounce from the 100 MA. See if I'm right. So far, it's only 10 points. MicroStrategy down 1.3%. Palantir up 0.4%. 15-minute opening range closes in 12 minutes. ES is looking strong. Bitcoin starting to look weak. Could flush. Probably to these lows. It's probably going to liquidity sweep those. There it is. A little lower.
Order filled.
I am with 2. It could send it straight to that pre-market low. I'm going to position that it's not. Could be wrong. A lot of people. I'm going with herd. Down 10 points. Hold on, my charts messed up. There it is. What's up, Shay? ES falling below the VWAP. Falling below 100 MA. Tapping the 2-hour SMA. Not looking good. People are betting all this coming up, so they're sending it down. A lot of them are flushed out here, though. We'll see. And liquidity sweep all of that. Now we should get a prop of something. Flushing out into the 2-hour SMA. Starting a waterfall. Not good. Down 27 points. Video flipping red. Down 0.1%. Could get out of hand. Nah, ain't just yet. Yes, rising. Where's the VWAP at? NQ 30-minute VWAP at 24,808. Bitcoin starting to come up. ES flushing down. ES is full. Rejected the VWAP 100 MA 200 SMA for now. This trade is not going to look pretty. But Nvidia back green. Should have added to that. Should have added to that. Fine, we'll play the cards we have right now. I knew they were going to liquidity sweep that. Should have waited to get in there. But since I was in, I should have added. I was a little fearful that they were just going to liquidate it all the way to the trend line at 24,700. Nice 20-point bounce. We want the ES to get above the 2-hour SMA, 100 MA, and VWAP and not get stuck. I want this to V-shape recover early. We'll see if it has the cards. We also have news on the docket. 9:45 AM EST in 8 minutes. U.S. Chicago PMI. Then after that, U.S. Jolt job opening. Could be some insider info from that. We're against it. That's for sure. Flush pre-market low, 24,754. That account got liquidated. Low drawdown. Get in with the higher value one.
Order filled.
I'm gonna start with 4. I'm gonna get out 2 early if it can. Yeah, I'll get out 2 there. Only meant to go in with 2. Took that for like 100. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Come on, V-shape recovery, baby. These liquidity sweeps are no joke. This could still follow that trend line. I'm gonna bet that doesn't. 24,700. We're going against a lot. Nvidia is still looking strong. Bitcoin trying to pump. ES is flushing down. We do have that pivot point down there, 24,737. I'm gonna add to this very sparingly and may cut it. Too many people are betting on this coming up. They should have all been liquidated though. Now we're in fearful. This is I kind of like those. I like it. Should be able to ride this for 100 points. We also have news though, so possibly not. It's actually maybe a time to liquidates the trend line. Bitcoin coming up. We need Nvidia to prop. We need Palantir to prop. Palantir is trying to come up. Alibaba up 1.2%. Palantir up 0.5%. Flush it down that pivot point. You do not want to see a rejection of this 2-hour SMA. It's trying to reject right now. We have not tapped any gap fills from yesterday's close as well at 24,837. 15-minute opening range closes in 5 minutes. We also have news. U.S. Chicago PMI, very crucial. Very important news. And we're going to be in it. High risk, high reward, I suppose. Beautiful. Let me get the order quantity right. Five. Come on. ES getting stuck at the VWAP. I mean, at the 2-hour SMA. Trying to gun up. Trying. It's trying, sir. What sucks is if we had a full drawdown, that account would have made it. This news could easily liquidate this count though. U.S. Chicago PMI should only come out a little, should only come out a little negative. Actually, it may come out positive. We'll see. ES tapping the VWAP, rejected for now. Nvidia coming up. Palantir trying to come up. Probably ride this for like 40, 50 points, if possible. We'll attempt it. Is this a straight down day? Let's hope not. Come on, baby. ES is still below that VWAP. We needed to get above, and I like this a lot more. Most of the long should have been liquidated by now, and most people are too scared. This should work out. Remember, do not follow anything I say or do. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I do or say is financial advice. It's for entertainment, educational purposes only. Hold your own conviction. Do not follow me. I have a much higher risk tolerance than everyone else. I can assure you that. Just because this account's up 400, now 300, this can liquidate very fast. We have big news coming out in 2 minutes, and then after that, 15 minutes at 10 a.m. as well. This does not have to work. May not work. BOE man is speaking. Fed Collins is still going at it. 2 minutes, chat. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Too many otes. Too many otes. Too many otes. Smash that like button, chat, if you haven't already. It would mean a lot. It would mean a lot. Fill the gap from Friday. That's nice. Man, these Suns. I think we're going to liquidity sweep that low wick. Probably go a little below that pivot point. We shouldn't, but I'm kind of getting that. Most people are too scared to go long here. And they got wrecked early. Beautiful, up 800, up 900, up 1,000. Little higher, please, sir. Please, sir, a little higher.
Order submitted.
I saw one right there. And TP1 about to be hit. And come on. Don't do it. 1 point away. Don't do it. Go up. The boom. Scalp, as Ty would call it. Boom. Scalp. And now we'll go risk free.
Order submitted.
Risk free. Beautiful. Up 700, one con. She's a beaut, and it's only 30 points. We probably flush these highs now.
Order submitted.
I'm gonna go right there. Let's see what happens. I'm actually satisfied. Let's go full risk with this. I really like it. Bitcoin's coming up. We do have news. News came out. ES is ramping up. ES is above the VWAP 100 MA 200 SMA. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Smash that like button, follow channel, subscribe. We are almost at 7,600 subscribers. I did show you guys, if you missed it, go back when the stream's done. I showed off the simulator, what we have so far. Did show it off. US Chicago PMI, low negative. Expectations were 43.3, came in at 40.6. That's actually better for the bull case. Next news, 10 a.m., 14 minutes away, US job opening, USCB consumer confidence. $15-minute opening range is closed as well. Hopefully it doesn't liquidate and stop this out. I would like this to happen, obviously. Up 900. About to tap the VWAP. Tap the VWAP one time, got rejected so far. We're tapping the 21 EMA. 21 EMA on the NQ5 minute chart. This could be where it rejects. I'm going to say no, but it could be. Could very well reject here and go all the way down to this trend line. 24,700. Could do it. You gotta remember, most people were positioning up, so it may be a down day. I'm gonna give this room for the next, what is this? 2, 4, 6. For the next 6 minutes, I'm gonna let it go. After 12 minutes, I'm gonna start moving stop up and trailing it. I'm gonna give it 12 minutes to go. Oh boy. Look at this ES. Look at this ES. It's above it. It's above it. Come on. We want the ES to fill the gap. If it can, sir. If it can, sir. Please, sir. I like that. Needs to get above that VWAP ASAP. ASA per. Good. Remember, guys, we have news in 12 minutes. U.S. job, Georgia job opening and USCB consumer confidence. Just remember that. Failed the gap from Friday. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll look at chat when I can. My left ball tells me we're going to make some big Benjamins today. There's the potentiality for sure. There's a lesson in that chat. I forgot that that account had such limited drawdown, but after that account blew, most people were scared to join longs. So max fear, right? And if you look, I'll show it on this chart. This is the pre-market right here. So a lot of people were positioning long in here. So what do? They liquidity sweep all this. Even this low over here, they liquidity sweep all this. I figured they would only liquidity sweep this, but obviously they do a little more. And it's gunning for our stop. We'll see. We're going full. ES falling below VWAP to RSMA. Not looking good. Too many people are positioning long. May create a higher low here. We'll see what we're going to hope for. Tapping that trend line. We want to see it. Hold. Come on. Come on. There's not many people who took that long right there, so we should be good. It shouldn't want to liquidity sweep down. Again, most people were liquidated right there. And most people were too scared once they were liquidated to go back in long. I'm betting on a V-shaped recovery, the gap fill, and the high pre-market just swipe. See if we get there. Could be wrong. May want to prop all the way down the trend line. Trying to break the trend line as we speak. If it does, we will be stopped out. I need to add the markers again. I don't know why the order markers not on chart. It's a little higher risk when the ES is below the VWAP to our SMA. 10 points away from being stopped. Not good. Nvidia is up 0.6%. I just think the fear is too great. The fear is too great. We'll see. I'm fine either way. We scout what, 35 points with one con. Come on. Make the move you're supposed to make, sir. Make the move you were born to make, sir. Get back in that trend line. Alibaba is coming down a bit. Palantir is coming down a bit. Robinhood up 2.7%. Sea of red for the market. Dow Jones currently down 0.02%. Not much. The Russell 2000 is down 0.1%. Tesla down 1.15%. We're about to be stopped out. Let's see. At this point, they're going to liquidity sweep down. May look to rejoin. Probably won't until they hit that trend line. Ay. They fell below that trend line, so all cards are off. We're about to be stopped. 5 points away. Low of day at 24,741. ES is still looking like it wants to bounce. Man, that would be a beautiful storyline. It did just bounce over the 2-hour SMA. NQ created a higher low, still below the VWAP, 100 MA and 2-hour SMA low. That'd be a beautiful storyline if it went. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Yes, it's trying to go. Oh, man, the storyline may be a good one. Maybe a good storyline today. ES got rejected from the VWAP again. We want to see it prop above. Needs to get above that trend line as well. The support trend line right here. Support trend line is now resistance trend line. So as fast as it can, we need it to break. We're probably liquidating down that trend line. Oh, points where been stopped. At this point, it's likely gonna liquidity sweep down. Short that trend line, tap the 2-hour SMA.
Order filled.
And there it is.
Order
There's
filled.
that liquidity sweep. Bitcoin coming lower. Starting a waterfall, tapping that pivot point. Palantir did flip red. There it is. 6 minutes until news. Boom, boom, boom. Trump to announce drug pricing deal with Pfizer. Boom, 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 boom. News in 6 minutes. U.S. Georgia job opening. U.S. CB consumer confidence. Bitcoin coming down pretty greatly. They swiped that. They're coming down this trend line. Probably coincide with this high. Pounce here, about to flip green again. I'm watching it. Too many people betting on this coming up. Most of the long should be liquidated. Most didn't have the cojones to take the one I did. What's up, Tao? What's up, live? Just supporting a fellow trader. Continue work, dude. Sub. Appreciate it, Luke. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Build the gap from Friday. ES back up to the 2-hour SMA. We're back above the Yankee 30-minute 2-hour SMA as well. Video coming back up. We are downtrending, chat. We are downtrending. At this point, I really want them to liquidate to this trend line. Be the third. Will this be the fourth? Be really the kind of be the fourth touch. Seeing a lot of sell volume coming in, so maybe they prop it now. ES is kind of creating a W. Could run. News in 2 minutes. Be smart to wait for that. I probably will. It's only a minute and a half out. What asset are you trading right now? The NQ future, US 100 NQ future indices. Future indices, the Nasdaq. Nasdaq 100. You guys haven't already, smash that like button, follow, and subscribe. We are live every day at 9:30 a.m. trading the market. Been starting a little early, around 9, just to get some pre-market analysis going on. Kind of been liking it. About to tap the VWAP. See if it creates a lower high. Probably do that V-shaped recovery now. ES is above the VWAP, the volume weighted average price, above the 100 MA, the 100-day moving average, and above the 200 SMA, 200-day simple moving average. RSI above the MA, trying to go. Tapping the VWAP now. News just dropped. Trump is speaking, by the way. Trump said, "I've committed to spending over $1 trillion on the military in 2026. Canada is having a hard time, and I suggest it will it be the 51st state." U.S. job opening, JOLTS job openings, actual 7.227, forecasted to be 7.2, and then USCB consumer confidence actually 94.2, forecast to be 96. So a little positive JOLTS jobs and a little negative CB consumer confidence. We also had negative US Chicago PMI. Next news on the docket is at 11 a.m. Trump making an announcement in 1 hour. That could get pushed as well. ES is really gunning for that gap. Probably V-shape recovers from here. You guys also gotta remember there was a lot of divergence between the ES and NQ yesterday. NQ actually ripped up and then came down. ES kind of just consolidated around while I was doing that. You gotta remember that. This could be a divergence day for the NQ a little bit. We are still in a downtrend. That is a lower high. Tapping the VWAP. What are they going to want to do? They've swiped the lows down here. Will they do it again? Get to that trend line? If they get above that 21 EMA on that NQ5, may not be in long. Probably only for a scalp, because they'll probably fill the ES gap at 6,713, which is only 4 points away from the ES. Trying to go. We've already gotten a bounce of around 70 points. Trying to get above the 20 May. Volatility is starting to come down a bit. We're getting above the volume weighted average price, NQ 30-minute VWAP. Recording that. Yeah, I know there's people shorting here, so they're gonna want a liquidity sweep up at like 24,860. Only 50 points away. Nvidia is now up 1.6%. Palantir up 0.8%. We're above the 20 manual NQ5 minute. Above the VWAP. Tapping that trend line, tapping the pivot point as well. 24,812. ES is just so close to tapping this gap. Probably gonna go 1 point away. Bitcoin's coming down a bit, make it a pullback. Look at higher time frames. Point away from the gap fill, the ES is pulling back. Bitcoin coming down. And we're rejecting the VWAP again. Kind of bull bias though today. As well. A lot of the herd got liquidated. So they, I believe, want to liquidate these shorts. It's hard to tell. Trying to find the 2-hour SMA. Oh, it's all the way down there. Okay. Bless me, bless me, bless me. That's a higher high. Looking for a higher low here. They've already liquidity sweeped a lot to the bottom. They still could go one more time to this trend line again at 24,700. But at this point, I think a lot of people are positioning short. So they're going to want to liquidity sweep that 24,860 area. I really think so. Even though it's hard to tell right now. Because if you look, ES is below, let's go here, below this 200 SMA right here, below the VWAP, below the 100 MA. So it's a little harder to judge. Harder to judge. Also, the NQ 30 minute tapping the 200 SMA below the VWAP. Harder one. Harder one for sure. I mean, it makes sense, but it does make sense. Bitcoin's just propping down. Still going. Nvidia trying to come up. Try to bounce on that 2-hour SMA. If it does, that would be a higher low off a higher high. MicroStrategy down 2%. Meta down 2%. Apple up 0.3%. Alibaba up 0.75%. The VIX Volatility Index is at 16.32, up 1.3% for the day. The ATR is actually coming up. It's at 23.14. Low of day at 24,722. Where's that 15-minute orb? Bottom 15-minute orb is right here. Maybe they go test that. Top 15-minute orb is up here. Let's see. Let's do some predicting. Palantir coming down a little bit. Google down 1.4%. Amazon down 1.7%. Ave goes down 0.35%. Costco up 1.15%. GameStop down 0.6%. QCOM up 0.1%. Adobe down 0.75%. Adobe is down 0.25%. I'm in between two biases right now. Trump to U.S. military leaders were under invasion from within. Most people are long biased. They've liquidated most of the longs. There's some people who got in short there, so I think they'll want a liquidity sweep. The high pre-market at 24,860. Longs may be too strong though. I really don't want to short. 650s do look good. Even a little lower. Like 560. That will get there today. Starting to get the impression, just because ES got whacked down 1 point away, that this could be a liquidation. I think the loans are too strong right now, so they're going to want to send this down, liquidate them. I think even people are starting long here. Some wanted to long here into the break and possibly the pre-market tap. Some longed off the break here and the NQ 5-minute 20 MA tap as well on there. The early people here scalped that most likely, where they had to stop and they're stopped out now. And then you got the people that are just slowly adding in on this consolidation. So they actually may wick this down. Starting to see it. Bitcoin is starting to come up a bit. I mean, I just don't see how people are still like, I mean, a lot of people got liquidated. Get that shmoney. What's up, Pancho? What's up, Pancho? Turo said the 1 hour is beautiful. I am long all the way. Took a long at 740 with take profit at 815. Four points away. Yeah, that's why I don't always like putting a TP. I like taking it a little before. Trying to create a higher low, I don't believe it. No good. I mean, my bias is up, but the problem is I think a lot of people have similar biases. I think people are still long this, so they're going to send it down. Even though they shouldn't, a lot of people should be short here. That's 2 VWAP rejections. ES is weak below the VWAP 200 SMA, 100 MA. So they should want to send it up to 24,860. And I'm seeing a lot of sell volume. They should want to send it up. I've just seen it too many times where the ES is 1 point away from the gap and they just flush it. Well, I'm kind of a little hesitant. I mean, the more fear, the more you don't like the position. It's kind of the best time to do it. At least for me. Kind of a pattern I've noticed for myself. The ES is trying to get above the VWAP right now and get rejected. Uh, 45 minutes away from Trump making an announcement at 11 a.m. That is a higher high into a higher low. I just don't believe it. Still think too many people are longing this, even though it does make sense for them to flush that pre-market high. Does make a lot of sense. About to tap the 20 MA for the NQ5 minute. Let's move this VWAP. That's at 24,795. 1, 2, third tap is usually a break. See, the long side does make sense. They've liquidated most of the longs. Now they're going to liquidate the shorts. Does make sense. ES is now above the VWAP 100 MA, 200 SMA, gunning for the gap. Gunning for it. He's a gunner. And third minute tapping the VWAP. Starting an uptrend. Definitely hard to take. Trying to get above the 20 MA on the NQ5 minute chart. I mean, it is primed. Bitcoin trying to come down. Video coming up. Yeah, it's coming back down, tapping the view up. This is a hard one to judge. That is a lower high. The long side just makes too much sense. Kind of leaning more bearish now. I mean, they do have a nice coil going on. I could be wrong, but Bitcoin's starting to fall. Starting to get the sense they want to go over down to that trend line. Could be wrong. The long has merit. The long has merit. I mean, they do want to liquidity sweep the shorts at 24,860, and they've yet to. But I just think so many people are still long in this. That it's not looking good. Alright, let's see if we get a break of the 21 EMA here. I mean, there is a bullish wick on the NQ 30 minute. A couple of them. Could turn into a chop day as well. We have news in 40 minutes. Trump making an announcement. Crypto fear and greed index came out 50 out of 100 neutral. Fear and greed index for the stock market came out 51 out of 100 neutral. Australia offers to sell shares in its new strategic minerals reserves to allies, including Britain. Pfizer will reduce prices across the board. Let's see if Trump tweeted. We're tapping the VWAP again. Tap that trend line. Possible break here. It is a higher low. Higher low for the ES. Don't like how they haven't swiped that yet. The gap fill. Bitcoin's trying to come up. Kind of a double top. I mean, we're still in a downtrend. Hasn't broken out of it yet. ES still above the VWAP, 100 MA, 200 SMA. Really trying for that gap. Bitcoin back up. Volatility's coming in. Percentages are starting to go a little. Maybe one shenanigans leg up and then down. Video's trying to tick up. Now it's coming down. Alright. Alright. Video coming down. It's finding support. Palantir ticking up. I think one more shenanigans leg up. Kind of in the middle of two biases, and I don't like it. So I'm not. I'm just sitting on my hands, which I don't like. But Palantir is ticking up. ES is tapping the VWAP now. Bitcoin coming down. And that matters because the Bitcoin and the ES love to mirror each other. Nvidia trying to come up. Palantir trying to come up. Netflix now down 2.3%. Staring at the percentages right now. See, a lot of people still think it's up. That is that's a problem. A lot of you voted up in the poll. Kind of what I'm sensing. Even though I'm more, I'm starting to lean more bearish. But vote the polls, vote the polls, vote the polls. Are you profitable today, negative, or learning? Profitable, negative, or learning? Vote, 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 vote. Vote, 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 vote. The ES fell below the VWAP, 200 SMA, 100 MA again. Nvidia taking down. Palantir starting to take down. MicroStrategy taking down. Bitcoin coming down. Starting to consolidate. We're in a consolidation zone. So one, I don't like what the ES is doing right now. It's kind of huddling around the VWAP, and it wants to push up to the gap fill. Yesterday's close at 6,713. It got 1 point away, and that usually means it wants to liquidate. Kind of in the middle between that, but also this NQ 30 minute. Zoom in here. I think a lot of people were shorting here. They may still be in. So the liquidity sweep here would be very nice. They came up and then made the move to the trend line. The problem is a lot of people are still bullish today. They're still bullish. The bounce off the 200 SMA. So a lot of people are still just getting in, averaging in longs, which I kind of want as well. But the fact that it's not making the move, hasn't even touched the ES gap yet, and it's trying to make the move now, fell below the VWAP. But the fact that it hasn't tapped that gap, at least on the ES yet, kind of leaves me wanting it to come down. Even though initially I was looking for liquidity sweep here. Also, if you look at the NQ 5 minute 20 May, them bearish wicks mean it's likely to manipulate up like it's trying to do now. One leg up, probably top this pivot point again, maybe the high of the trend. Again, I want it to flush up, liquidity sweep them shorts out. I'm kind of in the middle of two biases, and volatility is weaning from today. Weaning. Alright, what I want to see, them liquidity sweep to this bottom 15-minute orb, which is right here. Bottom 15-minute orb. Liquidity sweep there and get a bounce. If this is going to come down, which the 30 minutes looking bullish. I mean, that liquidity sweep at 24,860. I mean, it's valid. Bitcoin starting to come up. Nvidia now up 2%. Palantir now up 1%. I mean, it's valid. It's definitely harder to take. ES is above the VWAP, 2 SMA, 100 MA again. Gunning for the gap fill. Going for it. Palantir's behind it. Nvidia's behind it. Beautiful, beautiful bullishness on NQ 30 minute. I'm just not going to take it. Let's see. See if we can break that pivot point and what it does at the trend line. Let's see. Above the 20 May on NQ 5 minute. So that liquidity sweep should work. 60 points up. We'll find out. RSI, relative strength index, is above that May, above neutral territory on the ES. Also on the NQ 30 minute, it's above that May as well. The liquidity sweep's looking good. Good wicks on the 2 hour, 3 hour, and 4 hour. 4 hours looking good for a pump. I mean, it really makes sense to flush the 24,860. Oh, miss. Still think there's a lot of people going long. They're probably going to want to come down. Hard one. Not an easy trading right here. Little weakness from Palantir. Nvidia's doing all right. Up 2.2% now. We are above the VWAP on the NQ 30 minute chart. Above it. See if we get that move. ES flush to the VWAP to RSMA, and 30 minute flushing back into the trend line. Still above the 20 MA on NQ 5 minute. That could just be a little fake out. Do see it. New 5-minute candle in 1 minute. Chat. Make sure you guys finalize your votes in the poll. Vote profitable if you're profitable for today, negative if you're negative, and learning if you're just watching, learning. Nothing wrong with that at all. Chat. I don't know. Above the 20 may on like you 5-minute. Starting to get weak. Yes, it's coming down hard. Bitcoin's trying to come up. Could be a fake out. Nvidia and Palantir didn't really give that much ground. They'll try to hold on to that 21-day exponential moving average. ES about a liquidity sweep of lows. Little divergence from NQ. NQ is not moving down that hard yet. It's been a couple hard days. Good for the first 30 minutes. ES chart's a little harder to read these past couple days. Little divergence between the Nasdaq futures and the ES futures. Happens every now and again. They need to get resynced though. Holy chop indeed. 2, Norman, but really 1. Technically 2, but is what it is. Sella, I don't have a profit goal, profit target for the days, for the weeks. Not even really for the month. Get that shimonies. Indeed. I really don't do that. Creates fear, creates just unneeded emotion. If you're only $200 away from that goal, then you start trading a little differently, and you don't want any part of that. ES is really starting to liquidate. NQ trying to break that trend line, trying to get below the 200 SMA. Tapping the 200 SMA. It is almost 11. You guys know what that means. 10:30, 11:30, 12:30. What happens? Pattern recognition. What happens, chat? 10:30, 11:30, 12:30. What happens? What happens? Come on, chat. Holy chop. See who gets right. It's not an exact science, not absolute, but it's definitely a pattern. Remember, the bottom 15-minute orb is right here, so we'll probably swipe this low. Query sweep it, get back in, then possibly prop it. I would like to see that. Problem is, ES is very weak right now. We are still in a downtrend, by the way, long term and short term. So, take that in mind. Take that into account. Take that to the bank. Tell said it's going to go up. I mean, if patterns are correct. Downtrend currently, absolutely unique, absolutely. All right, let's see. That support trend line right here is now flipped to resistance. Tapped it. Now could be the big liquidity move down. Nvidia is still holding 1.8% up. Palantir is still holding 0.6% up. Starting to think it's a little shenanigans. ES is below the VWAP 200 SMA 100 though. Bitcoin trying to come up. Nvidia trying to come up. Getting a nice prop. There is really nice coil, chat. There's really nice coil in the Nasdaq. So this really could boomerang. That liquidity sweep at 24,860 does look nice. Not going to lie. We're back in that trend line. The 4 hour wants a... All this shot makes me think, will liquidity sweep that bottom? Problem is, not too many people were long there, so I doubt it. I mean, by that point, it should just go to the trend line. 24,700, only be 30 points away. I'm leaning towards up. Maybe this is the one time in a consolidation like this it doesn't liquidity sweep the bottom before it goes. And it finally goes up. Testing the 12 email, thank you 5 minute again. Testing the VWAP, thank you 30 minute. VWAP. The VWAP. Alright, let me check news before I do anything. Check for a Trump tweet. Nothing new. This. Trump, I told companies to speed up making military equipment. I'm telling you, the war with Russia it's propping up. Department of Defense to Department of War. Everything's ramping up. The military stuff. It's good for gold and silver prices, but not good for about everything else.
Order filled.
I'll be with one. A little more risky than I want to, but and if this thing breaks down, it's going all the way to that trend line. I'm gonna have a tight stop on this. I really don't like it.
Order submitted.
I'm gonna have a very tight stop. This should liquidity sweep them highs. ES is trying to tap the VWAP 200 SMA 100 man. NQ30 man looks beautiful. Do not like it though. Microsoft did flip green. We're above the 20 man on NQ5 man. That's kind of why I took it. Palantir cooking up. Nvidia now up 2.4%. Palantir up 1%. We're above the VWAP as well. I just think the longs are exhausted, so I mean it makes sense for this gap. This liquidity sweep at 24,860. It really makes sense for it. We're not really risking much as well. Let's go for it.
Order submitted.
Let's go for it. I'm even betting against my bias right now. I mean, that liquidity sweep is mine, but to be honest, they should have liquidity sweep down here. They should at least tap the 15-minute bottom here. So this is a little higher risk than I like, but everything's propping up. And it has the cards if it wants to play it. It has to do it now, though. If this ES rejects this VWAP again, monk S, monk S. That's why I have such a tight stop on here. And I'm not going to add to this trade either. Probably the last trade of the day. We'll let it go to full conviction. Or get stopped out. I do see it. I mean, it should. Probably going to be a battle, though. Hopefully, it's just a wick up. You know, 60-point wick. 60-point wick. Get a boom scalp, like Todd calls it. A boom scalp, Todd. Want one of those right now. One of those right now would be nice. ES is above the VWAP. 200 SMA. We're up 400, 450. 450. Very nice. Liquidity sweep up. We want to see a quick break of that resistance trend line. Break it, break it, break it, break it. Not just a wick. Come on, come on, come on. Go, 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 go. Up 30 points. Beautiful. I'll scalp that. Good enough. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's likely going, guys. Likely going. I'm just going to scalp that 30 points. Good enough for me. 2 minutes, 30 points. We filled the gap, by the way, of yesterday's close, 24,837. NQ just filled the gap. ES has not filled the gap yet. NQ, gap fill. If you guys can see that purple dash line right there, gap fill. ES has not tapped the gap yet. Gunning for it, though. It's likely going to go to that 24,860 area. It just, the liquidity sweep just looks too good. A lot of people were shorting that. Most smart people took that 100 points, but some people were betting on that trend line test. I'll map this out. We're just gonna have to do it on the chaotic chart. It is what it is. Alright, so let's zoom in. Let's do some educational stuff right now. Alright. Right here. So, that needs to be changed. Blue maybe? No. Oh, the opacity. Alright. Sweet. Alright, so this trend line right here. I was targeting that initially, but we got a bounce here. And it just reclaimed the 200 SMA, which is this purple line. If you guys look here to start the day, I figured they would liquidity sweep. I got in on this bottom. Should have waited to get here. And even here was better. But a lot of people were positioning long right here. Good, I'm on the right screen. A lot of people were positioning long here. So I knew at these lows, they would want a liquidity sweep. But I figured to start, they were going to wick up and at least get the pre-market high here. And then come down, do that. But they decided to liquidate. A lot more people were more bullish than I was thinking. I did not expect this bullish momentum today. Really didn't. I guess people are excited about the U.S.-Israel ceasefire deal and other economic data. The inflation came in as expected. So maybe people are bullish on that and want to break this downtrend, go back to all-time highs. You also, I mean, we're not really going to know if the Fed's going to cut interest rates till around October 3rd. That's when the jobs data really comes in, and we want that to be a negative. So we do get 2 more interest rate cuts this year, which the Fed said we will. But it all depends on that job market data. And if we get negative that, then they'll be more incentivized to keep the promise of 2 more interest rate cuts, which, aka market will prop up. That's what we're looking for. But some people were shorting right here. Right here. So I want the liquidity sweep right here. Liquidity sweep right here above the support volume as well. Possibly even go all the way to this right here. So around 24,880. That's a little higher risk. If I was still holding this, which I probably should be, this is very bullish, and that was a home run trade. But I'm just gonna scalp 30 points, be done with it. But this liquidity sweep right here looks really good. So let's clear the chart a little bit. Boom. So the liquidity sweep at these highs, right here, at like 24,860. That's what it should do. Now let's look at the ES, because the NQ gap got filled. So this is probably going to be stubborn a little bit, but it should ultimately just boom. Just wake up, do something like that. Zoom out a bit. Boom. And then probably go for the pre-market high when the liquidity sweep happens for the NQ. So we'll probably flush this, then come back down. Maybe these highs. Let's go to the 30-minute chart on those. No, it's not going to do that. Yeah, probably just flush the highs, then come back down. Pretty bullish wicks though. Won't lie. It's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be a battle. But I think we'll win the war. Yeah, that liquidity sweep to the 24,860 just looked too good. The only reason it didn't do it earlier is because people were more bullish biased than I initially thought. So a lot of people wanting it to go up means the market makers are gonna wick it down, liquidate them, create liquidity, and then send it up. And they did a couple more times than I initially thought they would. They liquidity sweep like 3 times down. That's how bullish people were. A lot of people didn't have the cojones to take the long I took at the beginning. And even right here, I mean, the ES was below the VWAP 200 SMA. Everything was looking down. Bitcoin was kind of going back and forth from edging back down to going up. And I just saw Palantir taking up and Bitcoin slightly coming up. And I just saw the pattern and went with it. Especially after ES liquidity sweep here. So I took that long right here before this massive run up and secured the entire massive run up on the Nasdaq. But the liquidity sweep right here of these bottoms, people in long, so they liquidity sweeped it, got the longs liquidated because most people place their stops right here. Hold on. Place their stops right here or right here. So they liquidated them, got them stopped out, and then continued up. Now they're bouncing on the VWAP, and they may do some shenanigans here. Come down, tap this, then come up. But that, it really should hit 24,860. Doesn't have to. Nothing is a certain, nothing is absolute. And take everything I say and do with a grain of salt. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I do or say is financial advice. It's for entertainment and educational purposes only. Hold your own conviction. Don't FOMO. Don't fear. No fear mongering. No FOMO. And there are no missed opportunities. Only the next one. Merch, merch, merch. And if you guys are new here, smash that like button, follow the channel, subscribe. We're live every day at 9:30 a.m. EST trading the market. And if you guys missed the simulator, I showed it off at around 9:20. So once the stream's done, go back and take a look if you are interested. It still has a ways to go, but we're getting there. And it should excite you a little bit if you've been waiting on it. A lot more stuff than you initially thought, and I'm just getting started. What's up, buddy? GG boys. Boom, scalp. Todd said, boom, scalp. Ask and you shall receive. I answered at the perfect time. Congrats on 7.5K, 8K inbound. Appreciate it, Todd. Appreciate it. 7.5. We're creeping up on 7,600 as well. Pretty nice. We're above that trend line. About to flush pre-market high. Probably has one more leg in it. Beautiful read though, yay? Just patterns, just patterns. Pattern recognition. Pattern recognition. Nvidia booming? Absolutely, Brandon. Nvidia carrying the Nasdaq? Yep, as always. It's going to go up 50% of last candle entry. 1/3 take profit. Stop loss under the last black candle. You're on the 1 minute chart. Let me see. You're probably going to be stopped out before it makes the final move up. Maybe not. Likely. Kind of stopping at a VWAP thing. It should have one more leg up, but you'll probably be stopped out before it does it. It'll probably liquidity sweep the 24,819, then go. Doesn't have to. Really should hit the 24,860s. Should. Should. Kind of want to stick around until it does. Also, 11 a.m., 2 minutes away. Trump is supposed to be making an announcement. Not sure what that is. Also, 11:30 a.m., BOE Brendan speaking. 11:30 a.m. as well, US 52-week bill, if you guys are going to still trade those. 1:30 p.m. EST, Fed Goolsbee speaking. Then 3 p.m. Trump signing executive orders. But if you know, everything that gets scheduled for Power Hour, aka 3 p.m. of the US stock market, the final hour is Power Hour. And anything scheduled for Trump near that usually gets pushed off till after market. So I expect he'll push that off. The only times he's done it is like 2 times. And that was for the autism thing, the press conference on that. So this will probably get pushed off to around 4:30, possibly even 5 p.m. He'll be signing executive orders. And then after market, 4:15 p.m., Nike quarter 1 2026 earnings. And then 5 p.m. Nike earning call. And then docket for tomorrow. Docket for tomorrow, chat. We should hit here. This should liquidity sweep that pre-market high at 24,856. Go to the 24,860. And liquidity sweep all that. Get the shorts out of here to get them going. Tomorrow, 7 a.m. US MBA mortgage applications. US MBA 30-year mortgage rate. Then 8:15 a.m. US ADP employment change. 9:45 a.m. the 15-minute opening range. Tomorrow, US S&P manufacturing PMI. 10 a.m. US ISM manufacturing PMI. 10 a.m. as well. US construction spending month over month. US ISM MFG prices paid. And employment index. New orders index. A lot of news in the first 30 minutes. Excuse me, chat. Excuse me. A lot of news. Should be a pretty good first hour. 10:30 a.m. as well tomorrow. EIA crude inventories. There it is. Excuse me, chat. Excuse me. I'm dying. I'm dying. ES has not hit the gap. ES will probably hit the gap as well. But that's exactly what I wanted to see. 24,860 being hit. Beautiful. So I was not crazy for having that bullish bias. Read the market well today. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. Should have, there's one that I should have been in. And that's back here. Boom. Right here. I told you guys it was going to liquidity sweep this bottom. Too many people were bullish and needed to be stopped out. So when it did that, when it stopped me out too, I should have re-entered. And I almost did right here as well. But there are no missed opportunities, only the next. There are constant opportunities coming and going. So on to the next, on to the next. The ES tapped the gap. Now we'll probably have a little down leg. We flushed the liquidity. Took out the short stops at the pre-market high. Probably a downturn here. Very nice. Very nice, chat. Very nice. Let's see if Trump tweeted anything. Mix One, appreciate the subscription. Appreciate you. Jera with the sub. Sella with the sub. C.A. Lee with the sub. Shay, appreciate the follow. Drez, appreciate the follow. Abraham, appreciate the follow. Nerj, Derek, Marco, Roberto, appreciate you guys. Thank you, chat. Good day, good day, good day. Good day, good day, good day. I'm gonna be watching heavy on metals today and tomorrow. Metals are a little down because that ceasefire, but not. Gold is right back up. So I believe that 52 target is. Well, we'll know in the coming days. That $52 an ounce for silver, if you don't know what I'm talking about. Get it on. Alright, chat, I'm gonna go work on the simulator a little more. If I'd show off again, why not? Have some time. Let's look at it. So if you guys remember, this is what I built like 1 month into streaming. We're showing off crazy, and we do have a working somewhat product. Somewhat, still needs a lot of work. Redesign here, but if you know the gist, I'm showing this off because the current simulator, I fix it, added the login stuff. I added stuff to it, and then it broke again. So I'm waiting to fix it because it does take a couple hours to flush it out. But this is how it works. You can move the stop loss, take profit with the right click of your mouse. You can also move it around with that and drag it from here. You can cancel it, blah, blah, blah. Place it with the right click. You can also get out with that. That's how it works. Contracts. This is all redesigned, and you'll see that in a minute. Hotkeys. That's messed up on here, but fixed on here. But this is the simulator we're building. Now we have this. And we have the login, etc., etc. This is working. This is broke currently. So we'll just zoom out here. We'll get in a position. You see how it auto resets? I have this fixed. Then I add the login stuff. I added a couple of these, and you'll see in a minute. Plus the stop loss. The TP stays, then it disappears. You know, the drag is working, as you can see the X moving, but it's just little bugs to fix here and there. This is 100% redesigned. So enable hotkeys, and then you can set your hotkeys right there. Boom, boom. Press the desired hotkey, then hit enter. You can trade with hotkeys. This has to be enabled. Then this is redesigned as well. So it only options for what you choose. Bars, lines, area, and each of these change. Candlestick and Hikanashi candles are the same. So, and your preferences stick. So if you see here, I have this background set, the chart candles, refresh, and it'll be the same. They stick to your user. So that's new. Obviously, exit. Boom, boom. New simulation. Countdown. Let's go in here. So challenge of the day. This is new. So it's going to be a daily challenge. This still needs flushed out, but daily leaderboard, streaks, how many people get it right, etc. Boom, boom, boom. Just like breaking news, new tariffs announced, 200 billion worth of imports, escalating trade tensions between major economies, blah, blah, blah. Then you go short or long. And if you win, you win. I still need to work at this out a little more, but I wanted a challenge of the day, and you'll come here every day, do this, and see if you win or not. And then the battle arena. So let me see if I can shrink this a little bit. Yeah, I'd show that. I need to do this for the short stream. So the battle arena right here. If you see, look at this. Let me go a little. So PvP ranking. So you will battle versus players, user versus user. And if you see here, you have a queue, and it tells you how many people are in queue. Similar elo, but it will match you progressively. So if you're 5 minutes in queue, then it'll give you any opponent that's queued in, and the queue works. Rankings, bronze, 0 to 99 elo. It's an elo based system. Going all the way to Grandmaster at 1850, and then you also battle against AI bots. That's not going to be configured for a while. Probably release that without it, may not. This is going to take probably 2 weeks in itself. So I'll probably just put a coming soon and release it with just those. Then tournaments, that's going to be a thing as well. Leaderboards, the leaderboards here will work as well. They don't yet currently. Progression. Beginner, this all needs redesigned and flushed out. I don't like this that much. And beginner, you'll go through stages. Pro, I kind of wanted a Duolingo type of thing. If you ever use Duolingo to learn a language, you go through each phase. So I'm still working out the design of this, but you'll go through each of these. Expert, then there'll be something else. This is going to get redesigned, the footer, but that's for that. The knowledge base, this is going to get redesigned, but it's close. Now, trading flashcards. A lot of people want to know the acronyms. FOMO, what does that mean? EMA, exponential moving average, what does that mean? SMA, what does that mean? MA, what does that mean? RSI, what does that mean? What does volume mean? Position sizing. This is stock ticker, tracking error, factor investing, MU, and there's levels. You can go beginner, intimate, advanced. You can start a study session as well. It's self-reported though, so it's not going to be tracked for anything. End session. You can start a quiz as well. 5 minutes to answer 10 questions. This may get more advanced. I may have options, but I just wanted to flush it out and get the idea there so I can go back. But you have a quiz, etc., end quiz. That will probably have a leaderboard or something, a point-based system for your profile. If you go to your profile, first history, simulation data, etc., settings, you can switch from light. Let's move this here. Light mode to dark mode. Also, your data is reset. That you guys don't care. Hotkeys, etc. Let's go here. The profile. This is gonna get redesigned quite a bit. But edit profile, you can upload. Glad I didn't leak anything there. Blah blah blah. This is gonna get redesigned. Achievements, trading stats, and then your trading streak, etc. This is gonna be a calendar with the days you're on, highlighted blue, recent sim. Trading glossary. So this is just going to be like whatever you want to search. Let's do Adobe. So it'll pop up, categories, and just all the terms. It's going to get redesigned a little bit. I had it perfect, but adding stuff, changing stuff. It's just going to be like a codex of info. Just all the stuff, anything you want to know, you can go here, search it up. I will eventually, inevitably add AI to all this. I mean, all this is going to get AI. Every single bit. Trading strategies. This still needs flushed out, but it's close. These are nice. And everything needs redesigned for mobile. Mobile first. Trading psychology. Lead trader statistics, 87% maintain strict daily routines, 94% use systematic risk management, and 91% journal trades religiously, 89% practice meditation daily, daily routine, etc. This all needs to be flushed out some more. I will show the login page. You'll continue with Google or X. Google works. I'm not going to click it because I'll give away my email addresses. Blah, blah, blah. Create an account. So we are getting somewhere, chat. And then pricing. This is annual, monthly. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a free trial. I really haven't decided. I'm thinking about a 7-day free trial so you guys can see if it's something you want. Also, I'm debating on whether or not to keep these this beginner simulator free, and then everything else after that is under a paywall. I mean, it can't all be free. There is cost, and there's a lot of AI stuff, and that costs a lot of money. So it can't be free. It can't run at negative. I mean, this will act as its own business. This is amazing. Wow, appreciate it, TX. Alright guys, I will see you guys tomorrow back at 9:30 a.m. EST trading the market. Market did exactly what I wanted, and we got it. We got both sides. Account did blow because one account is gone. That was low liquidity. Forgot about that. But the other account made up for it quite substantially. We moved from that low value account to a higher value one, and we got what we needed. 60 points in total. Beginning level should be free. Peace, bro. That's what I was saying, Maddie. Appreciate you guys. Alright. Persevere through resistance. Do not fear the unknown. Do not fear missing out. And there are no missed opportunities. Only the next one. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 9:30, chat. Peace, 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 peace.